spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of jank, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of electronics repair. This is the Big Bad Bench Wide World of Jank.
Hello, thank you to all my patrons. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Big Bad Bench. My name is John, aka Big Bad Biologist, and look at this. This is a beautiful Macintosh Color Classic. Just absolutely gorgeous little machine. They're not the fastest thing in the world, but they got Trinitrons. It's a tiny little Trinitron inside a compact Mac. Yeah, this is a little machine. This guy did not used to look like this, so let me see if I can. I'm a little behind here, so 1 second. Oh god, nope, that's not what we wanted to do. Oh god, oh, what's going on? We have a black screen. There we go. There we go. Oh, that doesn't look good either. Well, whatever. You get the point. You get the point. So let's go to this. There we go. That's what it looked like when I got it. You can see there's our color reference to the Macintosh Poo CI. So I've cleaned it up a bit. You want to watch a video? So I've cleaned it up, retro brighted it. It's looking good. I did the logic board, and now it's time to do the analog board because I really hate doing analog boards. So let's go back over here, and I guess we should zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. There we go. That's a good zoom. There we go. Oh yeah, I wanted to remind folks. So I did a stream the other day about overclocking one of these G3 for the 6100 Power Mac G3 CPU upgrades. I screwed up on the stream. I don't understand binary, and so when I was looking at the numbers, I was doing it backwards. Well, I was doing it normal way, but you got to go binary way, and so I was doing it backwards. Brian Garefort, after the stream, pointed that out to me, and that caused me to be confused about what high and low was, whether it's 3.3 volts or ground, and so, or 0 and 1. And so I figured that all out after Brian Garefort pointed that out. I now have this guy, the first 0 and 1 are jumpered together, and number 3 is pulled to 3.3 volts. This thing is now happily running at 264 meg. Well, it's not right now. It's sitting out of the computer. But if it were in a Power Mac 6100, it would be happily running at 264 megahertz. So if you want to play with that, that is a fun little overclock project for one of those. I do want to revisit that and overclock the main system bus and see if we can get this thing up to 300 megahertz or so. All right, so let me say hi to folks in the chat while you look at this mess. Actually, while I say hi to folks in the chat, let's toss some isopropanol on all of these glue bits, because we gotta get these things off of here. And so just throwing a little isopropanol at the hot glue helps you pop off that isopropanol very easily. So who all is here? We got Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, CMD, Big Mike, Everything is Broken Garage, Valerie Vonk, Trina's Technobabble, Asmodeus Deviluke, Mark Amming, Garth Beagle, Color Classic, the best classic, Alan Gracia, Jack 68K, Mark from Millennium X. I thought I saw another name here. Jeff Geerling, hello. Justin D. Morgan, hello. Gutbomb Tech, hello. Jason. All right, if I missed you, say hello again because I might be blind. That's totally a possibility. All right, so the way, I missed some hot glue. There's some right here, right there. So right here, these guys are bad caps. But for all of these, I like to think, well, I'm in here, I'm already doing the work. I may as well just recap everything. So just point out, I'll give these guys a free plug. Console 5 makes ordering your cap kits very easy, just because some of these are weird ones. Like this is a 5600 microfarad cap right here. They are not in my stock of caps that I typically keep around. So these kits are not expensive or not cheap, but the other thing is that there's a lot of caps in this freaking kit. So it makes it just easier if you go and just buy them. Sorry, 1 second. All my stuff's all organized. Jack68K says, I need to take apart my Mystic and clean the analog board. I recapped it, but it has a strong fishy odor. Oh, yeah, so it's a good idea to make sure that you really clean things well when you're taking these apart. So when I do these, I tend to do them in like sections. So I'm gonna do like this section first, and then we'll come back. One of the things about these kits is sometimes it's kind of hard to keep track of what caps go where, because sometimes they give you a slightly different value. And so I'll do a section, I'll throw away all the caps that were in that area, and then we'll move on to the next section. Oh, the other thing I bought for this one is the resistor and diode kit, which I hadn't done these before, so I don't know. We don't know if we'll need these or not. I'm gonna start off not doing this, but it might be something we need. Jeff Geerling bought a 2CX yesterday, and the board is pretty battery bombed. Oh, that's a shame. Floppy is toast too. Oh, yeah, that is what happens to too many of these things, unfortunately. One of the things that makes doing these a little bit easier is sometimes when you're working on these, you can't figure out what solder legs go to what. These have all the resistor numbers labeled on the back, and that does help that process quite a bit. So I have all my caps from the kit dumped out over here. I'm gonna take all these other ones and do them. If I start sliding off stream. Oh, I forgot to count. What was the exact time we started this process? Oh, geez. We're already 9 minutes in. Trina's Techno Bagel. What chip did you say I should flash on the P3 motherboard? Yeah, the BIOS chip. It's in the back behind the, I think it's behind the PCI slots on that particular board. Hello, Electric Vibes. Started 1 minute ago. Okay. Good thing you're here on time this week, Jason, to make sure to keep time. Because I really want to know how long this takes. I also I cleaned out my desoldering gun today to really make sure that we were optimally sucking. I know that this channel we do a lot of sucking, but we're sucking the best that we possibly can today. Hey, it's Mr. Tech Gadget. Hello. I was actually just thinking about you the other day. I popped open I pulled out my 2C and was using your awesome HDMI adapter. Okay. So So we're just going, we're just removing caps willy-nilly here. Also in my video description, I linked Bruce's awesome website where you can find capacitor maps for all these things. Oh, I forgot to put isopropanol in one. Isopropanol it. Come on, John. There we go. Isopropanol it. There we go. We're making progress here. We are working so fast. No innuendo, I just meant that I'm terrible. Let's see, that one should be side to side. Okay. All right, we'll take out these two little guys here. That one goes vertical. Of course, I said that they have all the caps labeled on the back, but that's actually a lie. 'Cause this one is not labeled. Oh, come on. We'll save that. And this one's not labeled. All right, what the heck was I thinking? So this analog board does not appear to have leaked. And honestly, yeah, there's a little bit of fishy smell. All right, yeah, if we look at, see how there's discoloration on the side of that. These two are the worst. It depends on the board. So the other thing to point out, that basically the caps are the same between this and the LC575. I've noticed on the 575 on a couple of them that there's a section that's kind of concealed by these tins in the back. And I had one that they were like super leaky, nasty inside there, which supposedly they're not supposed to do that. But I had one that was super bad, and there was one that I could tell was starting to go. Okay, so I think that's all the caps from this area. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clean this all up real well. We're working hard today. Justin's doing timeshares now? I don't know, Justin. I don't know about that. What is that? That's a piece of plastic. Oh, I forgot to have the recap guide actually pulled up. That's gonna slow us down. We gotta go pull up the recap guide. So, doing all these. You'll also notice that there are places for additional caps that are not used. Oh, I still got to do the primary cap there. You can tell which ones need caps in them by whether there's actually holes through the back of the board. If the caps weren't used, then when they do the solder flow dealy thingy, it covers those up. So, if this thing works, if there's anybody in New England that's looking for a Color Classic, this one will be for sale. Okay, good. That wasn't too dirty. Okay, let's do the primary cap. That's a big guy. This one, you want to be patient. Really let your soldering iron get in there, melt that. There we go. That's a big guy. 400 volts. All right. Let's start putting some in. Oh, I needed more scrubbing. Let's see, do I have a paper towel around here? Let's get that. There we go. So, uh-oh, Alan wants it. Alan just buys all my good Macs that I sell. Hey, it's Ian Scott. Hello. I wanted to show this. I saw Ian Scott at Pacific Northwest. Look at this. Ian is such an incredible person. We gotta put this in the single board 486 computer sometime soon. That's gonna be an upcoming stream. So stay tuned. We're gonna play with the Pico IDE. Very excited about that. All right, let's put some caps back on. All right, so the other thing about these, there's sort of two conventions for saying which side is plus and which side is minus on this board. So if we look here at the caps, let's see. See how there's like a plus, and then there's a big side and a little side, a line versus a box. The line is going to be your minus, the box is going to be your plus. And so sometimes it's kind of hard to find the plus. So if you look around, stick with that convention, like over here, because they probably are missing things. So we're going to take our stripe, go to that minus side, go right in there. So we're going to do the rest of them shortly. We're going to just focus on this part of the PCB to get started, just so that I can start. The other thing to point out here is this soldering iron is actually better for these big. So even though this is a desoldering gun, I'm using it as a soldering iron, just because it works better for those really big lugs than my little tiny Weller. Hello, Kevin. All right. Oh, yeah, we got to pull up. We got one cap back on. How much are we in? We're 19 minutes in. We got one cap back on. Oh, that's quality. Color Classic Analog Board Recap. Recapamac.com.au. There we go. Okay. And you can go to that link in the video description to find out if you need to recap yours. Okay, so this one's done. We're gonna set that aside. This is all of our caps that we gotta find replacements for. I'm gonna keep these over here. We're gonna start taking them away as we put caps back on. I'm sort of nuts about these because sometimes the values are different. I normally don't go in that much detail. All right, so let's start it over here. We'll go 100 microfarad, 100 volts. Okay. That's a good point, Jack. So yeah, normally I don't replace primary caps on a lot of systems, but for this one, since the kit comes with them, then why the heck not, right? So 100 microfarad, 100 volt. So let's get rid of that one from this side. 100 microfarad, 100 volt, good. What's next to it? 1000 microfarad, 35 volt. 1000 microfarad, 35 volt. And then next to that, 1000 microfarad, 16 volt. Okay. Moving right along here. Okay, so we'll stick all these on there. Let's go back to our regular soldering iron for this. I'm gonna have both soldering irons on today. I don't know if the stream stops. It's because of just pulling too much juice. Hopefully my air thing doesn't decide to kick on. Then I know we will lose electricity out here. Air compressor. Words for things. All right, so what I just did is I've put solder on one leg of each of these, and now I'm coming back, melting that, making sure they're nice and straight. See, they're all nice and straight. And now we'll come back and do the other one for all of these. Ow! I have a cut on my finger, and all that isopropanol just went into that cut. Another thing to point out is sometimes these PCBs are a little bit fragile, so just be careful because you don't want to lift any of those traces on the back of this thing. Cut sanitization, that's a good point. Okay, so I won't be getting the hantavirus. Actually, this thing, it was yellow and it was stored in a basement, but it wasn't real dirty. So at least with this computer, I wasn't going to get hantavirus, unlike the PCI. You need a belt and holsters. I like that idea. That's a good idea. Oh, I forgot to take my ones off. Okay, so what do we add? 1000 microfarad, 16 volts, 1000 microfarad, 35 volts. Okay, so they're all gone now. The other thing I was thinking about, and if any of you have any input on this, I've recapped a couple of these, and I hear like a hissing or like a high frequency noise. I'm wondering if it has to do with the capacitors. I don't tend to hot glue my capacitors back down, but I'm wondering if that would help prevent some of that noise. Hello, Fabian. Bits and bolts bench? No, he does other stuff. I'm not going to infringe on the bits and bolts. He does good stuff over there. I don't actually know. Well, it could be coils winding. I'm wondering if it's like vibration of other things. All right, let's go to these two. 3300 microfarad, 16 volts. 3316, 3316. But it's just weird that they didn't make coil wine before, and they did make coil wine after. Okay, let's do these two. Oh, get rid of that. 33, 33. Okay. You should be using a bigger soldering iron than this for these. It takes quite a bit of heat for some of these little planes that they stick on this side of the PCB. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's do our big 5600 microfarad 10 volts. So these ones we gotta bend over. Gonna do, oh, nope, that way and that way. And that way and that way. Okay. So what is everybody else doing today? Just pointing and laughing at the guy that's miserable recapping a Color Classic analog board? Just reflow that to be more perpendicular. There we go. Come on, flow, you jerk. There we go. That's some good stuff. Ooh, Mr. Tech Gadget's playing Diablo 4. I really miss playing video games. Oh, and Jason's working on his office. I gotta show people this box of floppy disks that you gave me. Remind me to do that before the end of the stream. It is the longest box of floppy disks. He was trying to get rid of stuff out of his office, so I obliged. Okay, what do we got next? 1000 microfarad 10 volt, 1000 microfarad 10 volt. That is this one. Nope. Nope, this way. What did I just tell you? The minus side goes towards the little one. 1,116 squared meters. Does anyone know how to do that math and turn that into acres for me? 470 microfarad, 25 volt. 470, 25. Okay, that's good. I did most of my lawn yesterday. I gotta go and do the rest of it today. Oh yeah, Trina had a stream this morning with a dead Asus P2BF. Mark was working on an Athlon 64 board. I forget, Mark, was that a 939 or a 754? I know you said Athlon 3700, but didn't they make a couple of different 3700s? That was sort of a confusing time for the AMD naming conventions. 939, okay, so it's a PCI Express. Okay. This bit's all done. Okay, so now we need another 1000 microfarad 16 volts. There we go. That's good. Let's do another one. What's this guy? 100 microfarad 25 volts. We're gonna have to get these guys off of our bandolier. That one goes here. And let's see, what did I say? The minus is the minus. And then that one is a 1 microfarad 50 volt, which we got about 1,000 of those on this board. All right. 150, 1016, 125. Okay. PCI Express SLI. Ooh, that's sexy. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I like leaving the legs long because they help me find where the caps are poking out. When they get short, it's hard to find them sometimes. Oh, I did that one wrong. What did I tell you I like to do? How I get them lined up and in there first. Yep. See, that's why we don't do that. That makes it much harder. Okay. Very good. Very good. Is anyone counting the number of caps that we've done so far? There's got to be some recapping sickos out there. All right, what do we got left? Got some 1 microfarad, a bunch of 1 microfarad 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm missing something here. That's a 100 microfarad 25 volt. Okay. Let's do those two. Hey, you're a new one. You don't go with the old ones. There's 125. There's 125. Okay, good, 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 good. That one goes in there. Ploop. And that one goes in there. Okay. Now we're going to be stable. Don't you fall out. Don't you dare fall out. It's I803866SX. Hello. Oh, I saw Jesse put a new video out about a networking dealie. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. I gotta watch that. Also, if Socket Wench is here, she did a video about a Centris 610, which is one of those videos where you get a lot of feelings because you know just how awful the Centris 610 is. The caps are just so bad. Speaking of which, I didn't show it because we've worked on Centris 610s before, but I did show when we triaged those computers a few weeks ago. I just finished that yesterday, the Centris 610, or it's a Quadra 610, so it has the FPU, and I think the Centris 610 is 20 megahertz and the Quadra is 25. But every freaking thing needs to be recapped in those. So I did the power supply, I did the CD-ROM drive, the logic board, and the floppy drive even. So if you have one of those, every freaking thing needs to be done on them. Where are you? There you are. Goats are illegal in your town? Wow. That's interesting. These should all be 150s. 150. You probably really don't need to do these, but what the heck? We're in here. For a lot of these, it's like, all right, we're in here. Let's just freaking do it while we're in here. Excuse me. Okay, so we're just gonna cut these free from our strip. Need 4 to replace the other 4. So if you're one of those recapping sickos, make sure to hit that like button. My town, so one thing you can point out here, so I guess you can't really see. You can see these ones need caps because you can kind of see through them. This one does not need a cap because it's there. That's also an audio thing. I think on the 575 it might actually be populated. I think you need both of these to do stereo output, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, and the 575 has a little contact that sits on to connect the audio to the case. Oh, it is a holiday weekend. Happy Memorial Day to everyone in the US anyway. Hanging out, watching some recapping action. My town is a right to farm community, so we're allowed to have whatever animals we want. Thank you to my neighbor who has roosters. Or I guess one rooster. I guess you really only are supposed to have one rooster at a time. You wouldn't know by all the sound at 4:30 in the morning. Where's the other one? Oh, there you are. Okay. There we go. That is very correct, Fabian. It's a very, very useful alarm clock. If you like to wake up as soon as the sun starts to peek out over the world. All right, so there we go. We did all of this section of the PCB. Time to do the other section of the PCB. Okay. Yeah, I would say we're not even halfway through, but yeah. All right, so actually real quick, I'm gonna throw away all of these caps so I don't get confused about who belongs where. One moment, please. Okay. We're gonna go and put you into the e-waste collection bin. People want to see this box of floppy disks from Jason from Gut Bomb. This is ridiculous. Uh-oh. Oh, I lost my microphone. Okay. So long. We're gonna have to zoom out for this one. There we go. So there's my hand. Look at how long, we can't even go diagonally. Oh, I think there's all floppy disks inside of this too. Yep, full of floppy disks. So I was a little short on 5 1/4 floppies. No longer. I'm good with 5 1/4s now. You OCD sorted them? How are they sorted? Are they sorted by genre or by capacity? Oh. Okay. Let's get back to this mess. The Moo gun was lonely. There's at least one working one in there. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Ooh. This is kind of annoying. That is, I'm totally gonna snap that off later. I know that. Which one are you? You go vertical. Hey, it's Rudy's Retro Intel. Hey, Rudy. Actually, I think what we're gonna do is we'll do this section and then we'll do the ones inside the frame last. Oh, that little diode's getting warm. Coming around this side. Wow, that part of the board is getting warm. I don't know if you can see the discoloration there. Maybe that's one of the diodes we're supposed to replace. I'll have to check that kit and figure out. I saw the kit. The kit was cheap, so I was like, since I'm buying expensive capacitors, let's get the random diodes, see what all's in there. But I want to go back and I'll have to do some reading to figure out which ones they want you to replace. Got a bunch over here. Nope. The other thing is a lot of these are bent over. It's probably hard to tell, but I try to straighten them out a little bit with the soldering iron as I'm taking them out, because like I mentioned, these bottom traces can be a little bit fragile. So sometimes if you pull too hard on them, you can screw up that bottom trace. Okay, and then the other thing I want to point out, it's a little bit hard to see in Bruce's map. Oh, we still got another big one. There's two little guys in the back corner here. This one is 1 microfarad, 50 volt, and this one should be 100 microfarad, 6.3 volts, I think. Yeah, they like to hide back there. So that was the 1 microfarad 50. And that's 100 microfarads, 6.3 volts, yeah. Okay. And this guy's hiding back here. Okay. 10 microfarad, 250 volts. That one's got some juice to it. Rudy, do all the caps need replacing? Technically, no. But this is one of those things where if I'm going to take the stupid machine apart and take everything out, I'm gonna just do them. It's 100 microfarad, 100 volt. Okay. This is going to be a little bit more complicated now. So there are 2 orientations where the board likes to stand up by itself. On the back or on the opposite side from what we currently need. So if you look at Bruce's recapping guide for this thing that I have linked in the video description, he has an area or multiple areas that he points out that are the most important ones to get to. Yeah. Oh, that one is not straight. And that Jesse I803866SX makes a good point that if you're gonna order caps yourself from Mousy or DigiKey, you may as well just get them all because the shipping's gonna get you, and so you may as well just get them all. What are you? 3300 microfarad, 16 volt. 3300 microfarad, 16 volt. Wow, actually look at this one. This was next to those diodes. They were getting toasty diodes. I feel like I'm slowing down, people. I'm losing my momentum. Oh shoot, I forgot to clean. What the heck, people? Since you're in here, don't forget to clean. I don't think this one has any caps on the neck board. No, there are no electrolytics on the neck board. Whew. Those diodes need heat sinks. Yeah, probably. I mean, you can see, well, I guess you can't. See the discoloration of the PCB by those diodes, and you can also see it on the opposite side of the PCB. Those ones got toasty. Okay. Let's do the 10 microfarad, 250 volt. 10 microfarad, 250. You live back there. Uh-oh. Got confused now. I don't know which ones I've done. I mixed my lot of capacitors. So one of the things we're going to do today is we're going to try to power this up. I have not tried the logic board yet by itself. And obviously I have not tried this analog board. So hopefully everything just decides to work. It's Joe from Joe's Computer Museum. What's going on, Joe? 220 microfarad, 35 volts. We are doing the worst job. I hate this job. This is the worst job of vintage computing, is doing the analog board of a Color Classic. 470, 35. 470, 35. Although if anyone wants to debate, does anyone have a worst job of vintage computing? A more annoying one than the analog board of a Color Classic / LC575? Hello, Coop Zone Derek. I hate retro bright. So I think I have a couple of shorts about retro brighting. My technique is I soak. So I make a giant bin up and I put all my stuff in the giant bin. So it's not too awful of a technique, and I also find that it's gentler on the plastic and less likely to make streaking, or it's kind of hard to make streaking with that technique. So I don't find it too stressful, but I do hate disassembling the computers and getting it going. I also hate that I have what the heck is my Atari 520 ST that I disassembled and I'm recapping, or not recapping. Shoot, 470, 35 and 220, 35. Okay. What is this one? 4.7, 47 microfarad, 100 volts. Oh, that one goes back there. Okay. And it's just, the retro brighting is not going well. It's just, like, the keys are just angry. 47 microfarad, 100 volts right there. The case is also, there's like a little bit of it that I'm not super happy with. 100 microfarad, 25 volts. Hey, it's Wasteland Wanderer. Ooh, Citizen U series floppy drives. Yes, if you're gonna get one of those upgrade boards for the Plus, go with Joe's. You gotta love that killy clip design of his. Unlike mine. So I think I've done videos. Oh, actually I can show you. I have one sitting here. Just gonna take pictures if Steve needs it. Let me finish soldering this in, and I'll show you. What did we just say that was? 47, 100, and 125. 125. Oh, did we do this one? 220, 25 volts. Nope, we didn't do that one yet. Okay. So this is the HKZ Mini Performer Plus. Steve did a stream about this week, assembling one of these. It's a fun little project if you want to build them yourself, but if you don't, then go talk to Joe. So when I do these, and this is currently installed in an SE, you can use this in an SE or a Plus, or I used it in a Classic. So yeah, to do this, what I do is I desolder the CPU and put a row of precision headers, and then put a row of precision headers here, and then that just lets you sort of plug this in. It makes the upgrade process sort of easy, but they're cool little upgrades. They work great. I did notice the performance is not as good in a Classic as it is in a Plus or a SE, and so I imagine there's some sort of weird timing issue that I haven't figured out why. But if you want to see the Classic, go look up my video for that. That was an ordeal. Okay, so let's do these back guys before I forget that there. So when they're down in the corner like that, I leave the legs long. It makes it easier to get them down in there. And this back one is the 1 microfarad 50. And the other one is 100 microfarad 6.3 volts. Let's see. Uh-oh. Do we not have a 100? Oh. Got a 100 microfarad 10 volt. That's probably it. 100 microfarad 10 volt instead of the 100 microfarad 6.3 volt. Does that sound like a good idea? Sure. So for short, a 100 microfarad 10 volt. We know where it went. I think I have some of those around. Yeah, we'll be okay. Oh, we're getting there, people. All right, so what do we got? We gotta, oh, okay. Gotta get rid of the ones that we're putting in. 1 microfarad 50. I'm just doing this to make my brain itch a little bit less. There's our 100, 6.3. Okay. Okay. We're gonna be alright. I think we're gonna be okay. Alright, Electric Vibes, thanks for stopping by. Oof. This is a process. This is a process. I'm not fond of this process. I appreciate y'all hanging out today while we work on this process. I'm sure everyone's here really just for the end, so that once we try it and we see some explosions. I know Socket Wench is always here for the explosions. I don't know if she's actually here right now though. Wasn't banter the thing that they slept in Empire Strikes Back? Okay, there's things. There are some things in places. All right, now we got this little mess. Gotta do these little guys. How far in are we? Oh my God, we're an hour in. We're an hour in. All right, let's do these weird ones. 220, 25 volts. This is back one. And then we need 2.2 microfarad, 100 volts. 2.2, 100. And another 2.2, 100. And then we need a 0.47, 100. 0.47. We got a 0.47, 250. 0.47, 250. That's 4.7. 10, 50. All right, so we've got a 0.47 250 for this spot, apparently. Tauntaun. What's a thing? What's the difference between a tauntaun and a bantha? Thank you, Joe. Joe is explaining the animal biology of Star Wars. Alright, I think I got one leg of all these soldered in. Good thing it's not Star Trek. Trina would have been angry that I got it wrong. Okay. Whew. Oh, I forgot that the Tauntaun was by... Yeah, you're right. I am such a bad geek. Oh, I didn't separate out my caps. Did that. Did that one. Hey, we're done with you. 0.47, 2.2s. Okay, good. We're down to 1 microfarad, 50 volts left that we gotta add back. We're making progress. It doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't feel like it. But we are making progress. Okay, now we need a bunch of 150s. 150s. Blizzard Llama sounds like a Mega Man boss. It does. All right. Hey, Brad Bell. Okay. Oops. I'm missing a 100 microfarad, 25 volts. I missed one. I missed one. Uh-oh. All right, so who wants to take bets on how many of these I've put in the wrong orientation? I'm just trying to go back real quick and look at them, make sure I don't see any that I've put in the wrong orientation. Just dragged myself out of bed late. It's okay, you haven't missed much. It's just been a whole lot of this. This is the worst thing ever. I hate this. I hate this so much. this is not actually the worst thing ever. There's a lot of things that are worse in the world, but this is the worst thing in the vintage Mac restoration universe. Just want to give everyone a point of reference. This is not the worst thing in the world. It could be a classic analog board, because you do all that work, and at the end, all you get is a regular classic. At least this one has color. Would have been nice if they gave us just a few more megahertz. Just a few more megahertz would have been good. Hey, Josh. Okay, I think that's all. Oh, no, there's one right here. It's hiding underneath that. That's just another 150. Another 150. Trina, you go for it. You have fun with that. We all gotta start somewhere. And then eventually you just work your way all the way back around and you do terrible ones like this. The reason I knew that one was missing is because I saw the light shining through the board. So it's a good way to double check yourself on these. Just go back, look around, see if there's light coming through the board. Okay. I'm just gonna do a quick check. We're gonna go back over this at the end. But I just want to make sure that I'm not obviously missing any solder joints. Okay. Yep, it totally happens, Garth. Sometimes caps go in the wrong way. Okay, we're down to this section now. And now this section I like to take particularly keep track of, because sometimes they're different than what shows up in Bruce's thing. So let's just try to keep our eyes on this and see what happens. All right. Oh, okay. See that? There's some juice coming out of that one inside the can. 100 microfarad, 25 volts. That matches. 2.2 microfarad, 200 volts. That matches. $4.750. Yep. All right, Alan. Thanks for stopping by, man. One microfarad, 50 volts. That matches. Okay, so far the front half of the can matches. That's good. Oh, we're getting so close now, people. Okay. What's this one? 10 microfarad, 100 volts. That matches. Come on, get out of there. Something with a little more grabby power. This is that thing where I was telling you about why you should straighten them so that you don't put extra strain on the things. 2.2 microfarad, 200 volts. That's good. Oops. Oh well. We've got 3 more in there. Man, so many caps crammed in that little thing. It's distressing to find 85-degree parts. Car says the world was cooler in 1993. Yeah. Come on. Oops, I think I just desoldered a wrong thing. Oh, these guys are tight in there. What are you? 2.2 microfarad, 100 volts. That's correct. This one's a 2.2 microfarad, 200 volts. That's tricky. That's a real tricky. That one's out. Okay. That one is 100 microfarad, 25 volts. Okay, we got them all out, people. They're all out. Can shut that thing off finally. Yeah, see, sometimes you see a 0.47 in there, which we didn't get in this batch. Okay, 4.7 microfarad, 50 volts. You go there. Got a 150. One and a half hours. We're getting there, but it's taking a long time. It's taking time off my life. What do we got? 4735. We don't have a 4735 on this PCB. 10 microfarad 50. We don't have a 10 microfarad 50 on this PCB. 100 microfarad 25. We got 2 of those. $125. It's so quiet now. It's so quiet without all that noise in my face. 125 is this first one. You were trying to do a Steve length stream this morning, Trina. Or a Justin D. Morgan length one. Remind me to go back and fix that solder joint. Oh, that's ugly. Good thing you all can't see this. That is an ugly freaking solder joint. If only I had cleaned my tip. Will I retain my sanity by the end of this? Tune in to find out. Will I forget to connect the ground strap and the anode? Tune in to find out. I did forget to connect the anode once, and it destroyed a 575 analog board. I still have not figured out what was wrong with that now, due to that mistake. Okay, whew, my hat's getting a little wonky. We're almost there. We're almost there. All right, Garth, thanks for hanging out. Okay. What else are we missing? We're missing one. Okay. 10 microfarad, 100 volts. Oh. See, they give us a 10 microfarad 50 volt. Do I have a 10 microfarad 100 volts? I do have a 10 microfarad 100 volts. I should. Dun dun dun. Problems with the kit. 10 microfarad 50 volts. And the board has a 10 microfarad 100 volts. possible. I'm not going to sit there and actually measure what the voltage is there, but yeah, we'll put it in with the real value since I have it. Or was this, what did they actually use here? Let's just double check. That's a 1. Yeah, they used a 10 microfarad 100 volt. So, slight mistake. Oops. Yeah, it's a console 5 kit. I'd imagine that it's probably fine, but I'm still gonna replace it with the one that was there. Okay, and you might notice that I normally snip these off of those bandolier things, but for this I'm doing it, leaving them long just because it's easier to finagle things down in there. So these are 2.2 200s. They're replacing them with 250s, which is nice. Yeah, leaving them long just helps you finagle them down into the holes. Oh, I didn't get all the goo off of that one. It's cross-linking. Okay, they're all in. Now, solder them up. Oh, Jack. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We're almost there. Okay, that's it. We did it. Gonna look real quick here. It's always a good idea to just double check. Make sure that you didn't desolder anything. Gonna look through this side. Make sure I don't see any holes. Make sure I got all my solder joints. I don't have any little bits hanging over and connecting places. All right, I think we're good. All right, for this one, we got this guy that, oh, first, no, we got to put this back on under here. Okay, that goes there. There are lots of large slots in the board, but yes. Okay, then there's little tabs that go in. Gotta line all these guys up. Oh, see, I knew I was gonna forget this. This stupid speaker wire that they do in this one. Gotta make sure. Ooh, oh gosh. Yep. Make sure that's poking out the front. Didn't I literally say that we were gonna forget that I put that in there like that? Okay. Make sure we're off. Okay. And this thing, you gotta poke through here. Of course, you couldn't see that because there's that. Then that goes on there like that. Okay, and then this, oh, darn it. Nope. Forgot a thing. These little cans. We need high quality video performance. Gotta keep all of our EMI tucked away safely. This has to get plugged in first. Then you can put that back on. What's the resolution of this thing? 512 by something, 4 something. Totally need this again. Okay, and then there's a ground strap that goes to that. Okay, that's that. 342. All right, so let's grab the chassis. So here's our spare caps, bonus caps. We didn't need them. Let's get things that could potentially short out off of the bench. Ooh. Here's our case. Again, this thing's been retro-brighted. It's in pretty good shape. There is one little crack in the top corner, but aside from that, it's come out really nice. I did check the hard drive separately, and I did take the floppy out and clean and lube it separately. All right, so you got to remember to connect this. I guess you can get to it outside, but may as well do it while we got it apart. It gets tucked in there somewhere. this thing. There we go. Kind of fits into the little tabs and then slide it forward. Oh, look at that. That went in nice. Oh, there's our microphone dealie. And here's our yoke. The yoke. Our neck board. Our ground strap. Anode. Okay, and then our degaussing coil. Okay, we are all connected, I think. Did anyone notice me forgetting anything? Oh, I guess we should put in the logic board. So I think I'm hoping these are 4 meg sims that came with it. I did something bad. I still got to finish cleaning this up. I used ceramic caps here. I used ceramic caps instead of tants. I'm gonna get yelled at. Slide you in. One of the things I do with these is I shoot a bunch of deoxit down in there to sort of lube up the whole process and that connector. Okay. All right, I think we're all in. Let's hook up a disgusting keyboard. Should we get silly? Let's just connect the mouse. I know the hard drive boots up because I put it in another computer and it booted right up. There's not a whole lot on it, which is good. Let's keep our isopropanol out of here in case something catches fire. Ooh, okay. All right, so we're going to use my safety thing with a switch here. Plug that in. Turn this on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I heard the degaussing coil go. That's good. 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. I thought I heard a pop. Totally heard a pop. Oh. I think I put a cap in backwards. Fart! Fart! Ah, crap. It chimed. That's something. Darn it. Okay, so now we've charged this up. That's fun. Gonna take this. This is my very fancy screwdriver that I use to ground things. Okay, it had already discharged. That's good. Darn it. So would it take us an hour and 45 minutes-ish to get it recapped and reassembled? And now how long is it going to take to fix this mess? Assuming I have the right cap in stock. I saw juice coming out of the cap, so it's going to be an easy one. To find. If it's only one. Yep. I totally put it in backwards. Oh, this thing. Oh, I hate this speaker thing. Can you see it? Fart monsters. Is that a YouTube safe curse? Warm up the thing again. I guess while we're waiting for that to warm up, we should take a double check. I think I put another one. Oh no, that one's correct, I think. Nope. I have another one that's wrong. Right there. Wow. And that was towards the beginning of the stream. Wow, I screwed up 2 of them. How bad is that? Hey, Thomas Armstrong. Yes, I hate analog stuff. Oh, I screwed up 2 at the beginning of the stream. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, yeah, there's the rest of the juice coming out of that one. All right, there we go, people. I've showed you what not to do. How fun is that? So obviously some of those are on the 5-volt standby because some of them started going beforehand. Okay, do I have 470 25s? 470, yes I do. And what about you? What are you? $1,000 microfarads, 16s. Yeah, I got that. 1,000 microfarads, 16 volts. We always got plenty of those around. So there you go. Nice little example of what it looks like when you screw up your cap placement. Long side is plus. Long side is plus, John. At least it chimed. $470 25. Uh-oh, I'm out of 470 25s. We're gonna amp this one up. We're gonna go 470 50. Yep. John loves recapping analog boards so much, he decided to do it twice. Yeah. hope there isn't a round 3. I really hope there's not a round 3. I would really prefer that. At least I didn't lose electricity. So there you go. I think we figured out where some of the 5-volt standby goes through. I guess there's probably a schematic for this, but okay, we right round this time. Yep. Am I sure it's the right way? No, I am unsure of anything at this point. Oh, and I forgot, I missed a solder leg. Like, gotta do both of the legs on the capacitor. I was just trying to show you what happens when you don't put the capacitor in the right way round. It was purely an educational exercise. Totally. Was definitely 1000% intentional. You know me, I like to teach people things. And what do I also say? Don't do anything that you see here at the Big Bad Bench. We are trained professionals. Or we're 3 squirrels in a trench coat. One of those. They're all buying it. They think I'm being serious there. Okay. Oh, what did I forget to do? Put the EMI shield on the bottom of the dealie. It's probably fine to do without that, but I don't know. I don't think the 575 has that on it, this thing. Oh. Neck board. I really hate these. I hate these so much. Stupid speaker cable. Oh. Yeah, that's why the board went in so nice and easy. Did I mention I really don't like doing these things? How many times have I mentioned that I don't like doing these things during this stream? There we go. You're gonna have so much fun when you do your classic analog board, Trina. It's a lot of fun. You're gonna enjoy yourself. not a plumbing emergency. That's awful. You didn't miss anything. Nope, everything went perfectly smoothie. Smoothie. Perfectly smoothly. I didn't make the capacitors explode. That totally didn't happen at all. Purely educational. 100% intentional. Educational. There you go. Jack knows. Jack knows it was purely intentional. Okay, shut that off. All right, let's not have any weird noises again, please. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna wait a minute. Okay, I don't hear any exploding caps this time. 3, 2, 1. We got chime. Oh. I did not do that. I don't, so for any of you that, I don't know what this is, what resistors and diodes they give you in this resistor and diode kit, but I did not do it. Hey, that hard drive worked fine before. In a more different computer. Did I forget to plug both things in? Alright, let's plug in a Blue SCSI then. Let's boot up with a Blue SCSI. Does anyone know where you can buy Blue SCSIs? There you go, gut bomb. jcm-1.com. No, I forget if this is actually the right image for this. Oh god, no, this isn't going to be good. This is my Quadra 950 image. If this, oh my god, this is going to take 6 years to try to boot up. Where's the other one? Oh, shoot, this was the right one. Oh, sorry. Trying to straighten the image out. This is totally professional. Yeah, I think it's like, please stop. Please don't make me do this. The Blue SCSI light is blinking. It's trying so hard. Oh, there it goes. Long loading equal check cap polarity. Hey, Magnum Force. Welcome to the channel. LC520 analog board. Yeah, it's basically the same one. It's doing it. It's loading all these freaking extensions. I can't believe it. Those must be 4 meg sims. What's the cube with the 8th note? It probably has something to do with the audio card that's installed in that thing. Yeah, the 1 microfarad 50 volts are probably fine. Oh shoot, I forgot to put a battery on this thing. Oh well. Oh, this thing is working so hard. What operating? I forget. I think this is 7.5. Still, it's like, no, come on, we're trying here. There we go. We're going. Oh yeah, virtual memory is probably enabled. Virtual memory in a classic too, or color classic. Oh god. Wow, that must be a nice strong LC520 Magnum Force. Oh, come on, we can't open it yet. I'm trying. There we go. 7.6. 7.6. It does not have virtual memory installed. This did it all on 10 megs. Good job, little Color Classic. Good job. I don't know if I have the brightness control panel installed on this. Oh yeah, we do. What? I don't know if that's doing anything. Dang, I really wish the original hard drive booted up. It booted fine in the other one. The floppy drive should be good. There we go. The important things on this floppy. So this is a little System 608 floppy I made up. And you can put all the Blue SCSI utilities on it, which is very useful. The eject should be fine. Listen to this nice eject sound. It's so nice. All cleaned up. Whew, people. Well, here we are 2 hours in. We have this thing recapped. So I guess there's our answer, folks. So if you have yourself a Color Classic and you want to recap it, the analog board, it takes a good 2 hours. The logic board is pretty easy on these, but the analog board is a friggin' nightmare. As we learn, make sure you put your caps in the right way around, otherwise they can explode. I don't know where they went. They're gone. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's our exploded cap. Real nice and juicy. Hello, newer ham radio Elmer. So we're gonna get out of here. This has been quite the stream. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that would be swell. I want to thank all my patrons. You guys are freaking awesome. I really can't believe how much you all support me. My Janka crew, Matt Hargett, Gutbomb, Garth Beagle, Brian Garford, David Starbuck, Ian Scott, Jamie's Hack Shack, All Things DG, Chris Angela, Scout. I couldn't do it all in one breath. Jack68K, Bacchus, Asmodeus Deviluke, Alan Gracia, Rudy's Retro Intel, Dustin Cooper, CDI, Lazy Blue Goat, Josh, Retro Viator, and my jank team, Hardware Hacker, Mark Kruger, DIY, Charles Bullock, Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, Mark from Millennium Banks, Mr. Tech Gadget, Mike K, Mac84. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a lovely week, y'all. This was an ordeal, so I really do appreciate you joining me for this ordeal. Yeah, have a lovely week, y'all. And as we say here at the Big Bad Bench, if you're a Trumper, go F yourself. Bye, y'all.